Chapter 2. A Stranger in a Strange Land. Joel Walker's mind whirled with confusion as he lay in the grassy field, adjusting to the new reality around him. The warmth of the sun and the scent of fresh earth were in stark contrast to the sterile environment of space he had left behind. Still wearing his white space suit, Joel felt acutely out of place, a modern man thrust into an ancient world. Determined to find answers, Joel noticed a small village nearby. He knew he needed to blend in to avoid drawing too much attention. He removed his helmet, feeling the breeze on his face, a sensory reminder of his unexpected journey. He hid the helmet in a secluded spot near some bushes, then started walking towards the village, aware that his white suit, even without the helmet, still marked him as a strange figure. As he approached the village, the rustic simplicity of the place became clear. Mud brick houses with thatched roofs lined narrow dirt paths, and villagers dressed in coarse, homespun garments went about their daily routines. Joel's presence, even without the helmet, attracted curious and suspicious glances from everyone he passed. Realizing the necessity of better blending in, Joel looked for a solution. He found a clothesline behind one of the houses, strung with simple garments. Hesitant but with little choice, Joel quickly swapped his space suit for a rough tunic, cloak, and sandals, which felt unfamiliar on his feet. He hid his space suit under a pile of straw, hoping they would remain undisturbed. Now dressed like the villagers, Joel ventured into the village square, which was bustling with activity. The market was alive with the sounds of bartering and the scents of fresh bread, spices, and livestock. Joel's stomach growled, reminding him of his urgent need for food. He approached a stall selling dates and nuts, trying to communicate his need in broken Aramaic. His accent and unfamiliarity with the local customs made him stand out, and the vendor eyed him with suspicion, refusing his offer of a modern wristwatch in exchange for food. Desperation took over as the day wore on. Joel spotted a stall selling bread and, acting on impulse, grabbed a loaf when the vendor's back was turned. His actions did not go unnoticed. Shouts of alarm rang out, and Joel found himself quickly surrounded and seized by several villagers. The bustling market came to a standstill, with onlookers gawking at the commotion. Dragged before the local magistrate, a stern and authoritative figure, Joel faced accusations not only of theft but also of being a spy or a sorcerer. His strange appearance and behavior, coupled with the villagers' superstitions, made him an easy target for their fears and suspicions. Despite his attempts to explain, the language barrier and the escalating tension rendered his efforts futile. The magistrate, seeking to restore order, decided to imprison Joel until more could be learned about him. Joel was led to a small, dimly lit cell, its stone walls cold and unyielding. The only light came from a small barred window high above, casting long shadows across the floor. Alone in the cell, Joel sat on a simple wooden bench, contemplating the gravity of his situation. Days turned into weeks, and Joel's predicament worsened. The villagers, driven by fear and suspicion, began to blame him for various unsolved crimes, including a recent murder. The evidence was flimsy, but in this time and place, reason was often overshadowed by superstition. Joel found himself isolated and powerless, trapped in a world he did not understand, facing accusations he could not refute. As he gazed through the barred window at the sky, Joel wondered if he would ever find a way back to his time, or if he was destined to face a grim fate in this ancient and unfamiliar world.